16, Dean Hanselman. At first base tonight, number 15, Jacob Leffler. At second base, number 7, Nick Wimberly. In left field tonight, number 3, Mario James Williams.
Hey, what's up? Good to see you guys. Oh, my God. And a pleasant good evening to you and yours, and welcome to the Cape Coast Conference Championship baseball matchup tonight. I'm Alan Slaughter-Zinski, and this is a presentation of the Brevard Sports Network. Tonight, it's plain and simple. If you listen to us, then these are the top two teams in Brevard County tonight. The number 1 ranked Merritt Island Mustangs taking on and hosting the number 2 ranked Viera Hawks. Now, interesting, we got a great pitching matchup here tonight. And we can't wait to get at it. Let's give you the starting lineups for both teams. For the Viera Hawks, it'll be center fielder Jack Malatino leading off. Batting second to be the left fielder Luke Campbell. Third, the North Carolina State commit Alex Sosa. Batting fourth and doing DH duties tonight, Lucas Glendenning. Batting fifth is going to be first baseman Feno Cruz. Batting sixth, the shortstop Adriel Torres. Batting seventh, going to be Ryan Lewis. Batting eighth, Cam Simpkins. Batting ninth, Dom Leone. And on the bump tonight will be Dylan Jordan. For the Merritt Island Mustangs, we'll give you the fielders right now. From left to right, it'll be a Marion James Williams. In left, Noah Knight. In center, Asher Anderson in right. From third to first, Rylan Diaz, Dean Hanselman, Nick Wimberly, and Jacob Leffler. Behind the plate tonight is Tyler Mully. And on the bump tonight for the Merritt Island Mustangs, Key Day at a 2A, 6-1 in 38 and a third innings pitched this year, a 3.57 ERA, 70 strikeouts, 8 walks, and 13 hits. Where's he committed to? FAU is where Key Day is heading when his career is done here at Merritt Island. Final warm-up tosses have been taken as Jack Malatino, one of the better leadoff hitters in Brevard County, will head to the mound. Head to the plate. Malatino comes in batting .345 this year. 2 doubles, 11 RBIs, 20 hits in 58 official at-bats. And there you see the skipper heading to third base, Brock Doty, his second season for the Hawks. Malatino, a left-handed batter. Kide Atatue, a left-handed pitcher. And we are ready to go here from Clint Hurdle Field. First pitch offering is strike one. And this, I think, is what we can look forward to tonight from both pitchers. Lots of strikes. Maybe not strikeouts, but there'll definitely be lots of strikes. The second pitch on low and outside for a ball. Please let us know where you're watching from tonight. We always like to know. The 1-1 is 2-1, and the home plate umpire tight on the outside corners. 2-1. Little low, 3-1. So OBP, speaking of OBP, Malatino this year with a pretty good one, 500. 50% of the time, Malatino's on. That's a strike. Strike two, right down 520, and the count is full to Jack Malatino. Kide rocks, kicks, and swung on and missed. And Atatue battles back, and that'll bring up Luke Campbell. Luke headed to the Naval Academy next year. He comes in tonight batting .292, 2 triples, 2 doubles, 21 hits, and 72 official at-bats. Luke gets on base as well. He's got a .348 OBP. The pitch fouled back, and let's just hope not off my windshield. But it's a strike, so it's 0-1. And that one is fouled off, and Atatue is quickly ahead of Campbell, 0-2. Got a Let's Go Viera from Rosie Galuzzi, and Jeremy Baumgartner says, let's go Island. So we're split down the middle here. The 0-2 to Luke Campbell. And that is fouled back to the screen, and the count will stay right there at 0-2. Alex Sosa on deck. That one's popped up and over to the softball field. Strike. And it stays 0-2, and Buster Beal will work his magic to retrieve that thing. Top first, no score, 1 out, 2 strikes to Luke Campbell. Outside, good waste pitch, 1-2. One ball, 2 strikes, and 1 out. And Luke is a battling, but so is Kide, so. Tonight's game brought to you by W&J Construction and Anchor Plumbing, as well as the Marcus May Foundation Golf Outing. 1-2 to Luke. Kide rocks, kicks, and fires. Oh, that one is lined into center field, but positioned perfectly was Noah Knight for out number 2, and that'll bring up the power-hitting North Carolina State commit catcher, Alex Sosa. Sosa comes in this season batting .475. That leads the Hawks. He's got 3 home runs. That leads the Hawks, and 18 RBIs. And that also leads the Hawks. So a battle here that favors Kide Atatue. There are Major League scouts here tonight, and why wouldn't there be? And Atatue with the upper hand here. Lefty-on-lefty matchups generally are. The pitch high for a ball. Cam Wicker's grandparents are watching from New York. And yesterday, all of them committed. Sosa, Wicker, and Lucas Glendenning all signed on the dotted lines. That's a strike and a purdy one at that. 1 ball and 1 strike now with 2 outs here in the top of the first. That's strike 2. That's a pretty pitch. 1-2 now. And Atatue has got Sosa set up perfectly here. The 1-2 coming. That nearly hit him high and inside. And that'll even it up at 2 balls and 2 strikes now with 2 outs. So sing along with me at home. The deuces are wild. The turn card pitch on its way from Kide Atatue to Alex Sosa. Low, ball 3, good take by Alex. And it's 3-2 now. Full count. On deck hitter is Lucas Glendenning. Oh. Just missed. Good job by Alex. And that'll bring up Lucas Glendenning. Lucas, 451 this year, 5 doubles, 14 RBIs, all second on the Hawks. Glendenning a righty. Alex Sosa gets a pinch runner. Swung on and missed. Strike 1. Lucas liked that one. It's going to be tight. 1-1. Nice move by Kide. The 1-1 to Lucas. Outside, ball 2, 2-1. Lucas headed to Indian River State College, Wicker to Wolford, and Sosa to North Carolina State. And that one is hit in the hole on the hit and run and around second and on his way to third. So a great piece of hitting on the hit and run. A single by Glendenning puts runners at the corner with 2 outs for Fano Cruz. Excellent job on the hit and run there. Nick Wimberly was on his way to cover second as Cole Smith was on his way to second. And Lucas Glendenning put it where they weren't. So the Hawks playing a little small ball here, a little hit and run. Garrett Morton family watching Cam Wicker from Oceanside. Welcome. And that is a ball, 1-0. That's a major league strike zone tonight. Strike 1, 1-1. 1 ball and 1 strike, 2 outs now. Runners at the corner. Glendenning at first, Smith at third. The 1-1 to Fano Cruz is 1-2 on the curveball. He lunged at it. And Atatue now has the left-handed first baseman in a 1-2 hole. And one of the issues for the Hawks this year, there hasn't been many, but one of them has been stranding runners on base and scoring position. But they've also been effective, very effective at times with 2 outs. And there's a ground ball. This could be trouble. Across the field, throws, got him. Great play by Hanselman to get the third and final out. So the Hawks send 5 batters to the plate. They get 1 hit. Strand 2. We head to the bottom of the first. No score. All right, welcome back here to Clinton Hurdle Field. Alan Slaughter-Zinski with you for the Cape Coast Conference Championship, and we head to bottom of the first. It'll be Rylan Diaz, Tyler Mully, and Dean Hanselman. Rylan comes in on the year batting .426 this year. 19 singles, 2 doubles, 2 triples. And I'll tell you what, he's a heck of a leadoff hitter. And on the bump tonight will be Dylan Jordan. And Jordan, a Florida State commit, 2-1 this year, 0.55 ERA. In 25 2/3 innings pitched, he's allowed 10 hits, 6 runs, just 2 of them earned, 8 walks, 52 strikeouts, and opponents are batting just .115 against him. As Diaz steps in. And Diaz throws about, or Jordan, I should say, throws about a 92 mile an hour on the gun. And then drops in about a 75 mile an hour curveball. So makes it difficult. First pitch, chopped over the third baseman's head, but foul. So let's take you through the Viera fielders. In left field, it'll be Luke Campbell, Jack Malatino in center, Ryan Lewis in right. From third to first, it'll be Cam Simpkins, Adriel Torres, Dom Leone, and Fano Cruz. Dylan Jordan on the bump, and Alex Sosa behind the dish. That's going to be strike 2, 0-2 to Rylan. So now he's going to have to battle in an 0-2 hole here. Jordan sets, kicks, fires, high and inside. Ball 1-1-2 now. The 1-2. Low, 2-2. 2 balls and 2 strikes now. You see the clouds in the distance. The 2-2 is strike 3 looking. 1 out. And that's going to bring up Tyler Mully. Mully comes in batting .333 this year. He's got a triple, 2 doubles, and 16 singles in 57 official at-bats. This for the Cape Coast Conference Championship and the right to be the top team in Brevard County. Pitch, and that's a chopper, and that's going to be trouble, and it'll be no play, and Tyler Mully will reach on an infield single, and Dean Hanselman will step in, and Hanselman having a pretty good year, I should say, batting .286 this year. Hanselman gets on base. He's got a .480 OBP, so definitely knows how to work a count. And that's one of the things the Mustangs have been really good about this year. They've got .440 OBP as a team. Jordan's first pitch offering is right down 520, strike 1. Popped up and out of play. 0-2. So a big 0-2 coming here from Jordan to Hanselman, and the thunder in the distance. In the words of Garth Brooks, the thunder rolls. 0-2 from Jordan to Hanselman. Outside and low for a ball. 1-2. Good waste pitch by Dylan. And again, Dean's going to work this count. So if this ball is not black or in, he won't swing. Doesn't chase a lot. And he fouls that one off, and he's going to force another good pitch from Dylan Jordan. Jordan committed to Florida State, just a junior. Hard to imagine. He's throwing 92, and he's coming back next year. Knowles getting a good one. The 1-2. Tell you what, nice job by Hanselman to foul that one off too. And it's 1-2 still. Wind is blowing straight out, so if he can get one into the atmosphere a little bit, it'll carry. One and two. You kill me. High. Good take. And Hanselman has worked the count to 2-2. Yep. Appreciate you, Buster. Thanks, man. That almost disrupted the Cape Coast Conference Championship. Thanks, buddy. Wind is picking up. I did. It still went. Over to first, and that one nearly ended up over at the O-Dome. The one thing we try not to be is a disruption. 2-2. Jordan to Hanselman. And Hanselman has worked the count full. 3-2. So the plan, if it rains or storms, is we'll end the broadcast, and then we'll come back, obviously, once the delay is over. So here comes the 3-2. The 10th pitch of the at-bat is a ground ball over the third baseman's head and into left field. What a piece of hitting by Dean Hanselman. Hanselman was 0-2, fought off, fouled off, took a couple of close pitches, and then chopped a single over Cam Simpkins' head. And that's going to bring up Jacob Leffler. And Jacob this year, the cleanup hitter for Merritt Island. Jacob is batting. I promise you he's got an average. .380. .380 this year. He does strike out a lot. He's got 13 Ks, but he's got 11 walks. 2 doubles. He, too, capable of making this a 3-0 game if he can get a hold of one. And, again, the wind is blowing, I mean, straight out to center field. So anything in the air on a nice fastball, and it'll carry. Runners at first and second here. And that's a strike at the knees. 0-1. Hey, Buster. Buster. Right here. Right here on the ground. 0-1 now. And there's a ground ball to the shortstop, Torres, up and over to first. That's an out. That'll be the second out. Nice play by Adriels. The runners advance as they're smacking everything into the ground, but it's effective. So that'll be a sacrifice and a 6-3. And runners now at second and third with 2 outs with Nick Wimberly coming to the plate. Wimberly this season batting .277. He's walked 10 times, so he's pretty good with the count. He's got a 440 OBP. Sorry, I'll get you back to the plate here. And that is strike one. So Jordan has been effective with first pitch strikes. And that's the Mustangs working the count. They've done a good job with that here in the bottom of the first. Second and third, 2 outs now. The wind is really picking up. The pitch, strike two. And Jordan just cranked up. That was his hardest pitch of the night. Nothing and two. 2 outs here in the bottom of inning number one. No score between these two. Cape Coast Conference Championship game. Thanks for joining us here on Brevard Sports Network. The 0-2. Strike three. Oh, he said he fouled it. Fouled it off, so Wimberly catches a break. Now he's got to take advantage. Just joining us here. No score. 0-2 coming. Strike three called, and that will end the inning. The Mustangs also send 5 to the plate, strand 2, and don't score. We'll head to the top of the second. 0-0 in this Cape Coast Conference Championship game. So Adriel Torres will start it off here in the top of the second. First pitch offering is swung on and missed for a strike. Adriel this season has got hot as of late. Batting .300 this year. He's got 2 triples, 3 doubles for Brock Doty, and this one is popped into no man's land in foul territory. Foul territory here reminds me of the foul territory at Oakland Alameda Coliseum. And if you know Major League Baseball stadiums and you know exactly what I'm talking about, you can run for days to try to catch a foul ball there. It's going to be Adriel Torres, Ryan Lewis, and Cam Simpkins here in the, and I mean, Key Day out of 2A just up and just blew it by him. 3 straight pitches and 1 out. Ryan Lewis steps in. Ryan this season batting .257, 2 doubles, 5 RBIs. He's got 9 hits and 35 official at-bats this year. Key Day's first pitch offering to Ryan is a strike. Key Day snapping them down. Four straight strikes, make it 5. Oh, my goodness. Great pitch. 1-1. That should be 5 straight strikes to start the inning. 1-1. I don't know where it's missing. 1, 2, and 1. And it's 2 and 2 now to Ryan Lewis. 2 balls and 2 strikes. Low and inside, 3 and 2. The 3-2 offering is low, ball 4. And Simpkins will step up. Cam this year, batting .320 in 25 official at-bats. He's got 8 hits. Outside for a ball. So after starting the inning with 4 straight strikes, Key Day, with a little assistance, has lost a little bit of the strike zone here. 1-0. And Key Day got him! Got him! And a great pickoff by Key Day at a 2A. 2 outs. And the pickup truck brigade in right field. There you see them there. And now, just like that, it's 2 outs. That's a strike. See what I mean, Dad? 1-1. And swung on and missed. 1-2. 1 ball and 2 strikes, 2 outs. Strike 3, and Key Day at a 2A puts the Hawks down in order. We head to the bottom of the second. No score. All right, welcome back here. Final warm-up tosses. I want to thank Marcus May, the Marcus May Foundation first annual golf outing coming up on May the 6th. Former Florida Gators and current and former NFL players will all be in attendance. You saw the information there on the screen. For more information, visit mayfoundationgolf.com. As Marion James Williams steps in to face Dylan Jordan here in the bottom of the second. No score. Strike 1. James Williams batting .300 this year for Merritt Island. The 0-1 is outside for 1-1. And if there's a lightning horn in the area, I fully expect it to be going off any minute. 1-1. The pitch. I just don't understand strike zone tonight, and I'm not criticizing, but it's got to be a strike all night. We have great umpires. This just a, I guess, and that's going to be strike two. So 2-2. The knees to the chest. That's what I was told. But I guess, I've got a bad angle, so it could be low. I'm sure I'm being unfair. 2-2. And that's a chopper to Torres, or third baseman, I'm sorry. He makes the play. And that'll be one out here. And that'll bring up Asher Anderson. Now, Asher has, if you're talking about bright futures, this freshman here has about the brightest future you can have. Now, he's only batting 188 this year, but let me just tell you that Asher Anderson is unbelievable. Power, great size. He's got 2 home runs this year. And if you've ever seen Asher play Little League Baseball, you know exactly what I'm talking about. He has got the ceiling, and that's a strike from Jordan. The ceiling is the limit for this young man. There is no doubt about it. 0-1 to Asher. Curveball drops in for strike 2. Oh, and 2. High. Ball 1. So, and again, I apologize. I don't mean to sound like I'm picking on the umpire. I'm picking on the strike zone. If there's a difference. 1-2 to Anderson. Okay, 2-2. Two balls, 2 strikes, and 1 out. The 2-2 to Asher. Strike 3. Great pitch by Dylan Jordan, and Mark Coakley, the designated hitter, will step up. Coakley this season batting 286. Coakley with just 7 at-bats this year and getting number 8 in the Cape Coast Conference Championship game. So it's 2 outs here in the bottom of the second. No score. Strike. Ball. Ball 1. One and 0. And there's a chopper. And that'll be a base hit. Tough play. And Coakley's going to get a base hit. Nice piece of hitting there. And that's going to bring up the number 9 hitter, Noah Knight. Third hit of the game for Merritt Island. And Noah Knight steps in. Noah batting 222 this year and 45 official at-bats. Noah with 10 singles, 2 doubles, and a triple this year. Alex Sosa telling his players, no harm, no foul. 2 down here in the bottom of the second. For the Mustangs, or for the Hawks, it'll be Dom Leone, Jack Malatino, and Luke Campbell. 9-1-2 outside for a ball. 1-0. Rylan Diaz is on deck. 1-0. Jordan comes to a set. Good lead by Coakley. That's a strike. 1-1 to Noah Knight. strike. Outside, 2-1. As Alex Sosa goes out and has a conversation with his junior pitcher. They'll be a couple of years. Dylan will be trying to strike Alex out in ACC play as Dylan heads to Florida State and Alex heads to North Carolina State. 2-1. 2 outs. The 2-1 tonight. Got him. No, said he's safe that time. I'll tell you what, the ball beat him there, but the tag had to be swept around. It was close. Man, I'll tell you, great pickoff move there. Just Key with a butte as well to get his runner. That was close for Dylan. 2-1, 2 outs here. Outside, ball 3. 3-1. 2 outs here. So Jordan has fallen behind. 3-1 to the number 9 hitter. With 2 outs here. No, safe that time. A little bit closer. I mean, he got back, I should say, in better time. That time, I thought he was picked off the first time. But umpire made a good call. 3-1. 2 outs here. On the outside corner, and that's ball 4. That was outside, and it's first and second now. So a little 2-out rally here by the Merritt Island Mustangs with Rylan Diaz coming up. Rylan struck out looking his first time up. With 2 outs, you got to think a base hit scores a run here. Arms are strong. Campbell with an arm, Malatino with an arm, and Lewis with an arm out there. But, I mean, Coakley with a tremendous lead out there. I wouldn't be surprised to see Sosa take a shot here down to second base. See if there's a play that gets put on here. And there it is right there. I guarantee it. The lead is the same at second. Let's see if the shot comes here or it comes on the pitch after this. That one is hit into right field. It's going to drop and around third. And here comes the throw. Slides, and the Mustangs take a 1-0 lead on an opposite field 2-out base hit by Rylan Diaz. And it's 1-0. First and third now. And that's how the Mustangs do it. That's how they got to 15-2. Nice piece of hitting by Rylan. As Tyler Mully steps up. Tyler singled his first time up. So first and third now with 2 outs. I'll fix the scoreboard between innings, but the Mustangs have scored a run here. And I just saw a bolt of lightning in the distance, so hurry, 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 hurry. Low for a ball. When I did the rankings a week ago actually, and the way we do our point system and the people I ask for their opinions on these things, I put Merritt Island number 1. We put Merritt Island number 1, I should say. And one of the reasons we did was their style of baseball, as we described in the post, reminds me of those money ball A's teams. They take pitches, they work counts, they get on base, they get timely hits, and you've seen all of it in the first two innings here. The pitch from Jordan, and Dylan Jordan, one of the best pitchers in Brevard County, but and you get an umpire that's squeezing the zone, and you get a team that's got a good OBP like Merritt Island does, and you just force things to happen, and that's exactly what they've done. They've not hit anything solidly tonight, but they've got team speed. They get on base, and they play small ball, and so it works. It works to the tune of 15-2. That's all right. I'll get it. So, and it's impressive. There are more ways. They always say there are different kinds of fast. There are more ways to win a baseball. Thanks, buddy. That was pretty slick there, Buster. There are more ways to win baseball games than just hitting 3-run home run. Hey, I look, man, I know you slick. And great pitching. And I think the Tampa Bay Rays, they're certainly showing some power. I think the Tampa Bay Rays right now are the perfect example of that. 1 in, 2 on, 2 outs here in the bottom of the second. And there's a chopper fair. Tough play. Sosa down to first. Got him. And that'll end the inning, but not before the Merritt Island Mustangs played a run on 2 hits. We head to the top of the third, 1-0 Mustangs.
Hello, Space Coast. Alan Slaughter-Zinski for the Brevard Sports Network. I just wanted to take this opportunity to thank all of you for your support of BSN and allowing us to cover your student athletes and come into your home each and every night. Give us a follow on Facebook at Brevard Sports Network, and here's to many more years of top-notch sports coverage right here in Brevard County. Thanks again.
All right, it's going to be Dom Leone, Jack Malatino, and Luke Campbell here in the top half of the third inning. 1-0 Merritt Island here as the Mustangs look to capture a Cape Coast Conference championship. A lot of baseball to be played here. A lot of baseball. Malatino struck out his first time up tonight. So Dom Leone steps in, one of my favorite players on and off the field, swings and misses at strike one. Dom batting .318 this year, just a sophomore. Dom's got 2 triples and 3 doubles this year. He'll look at strike 2 from Kide at a 2A. 0-2. The 0-2, low for a ball, 1-2. Popped up and out of play. So Kide, plenty ahead here. Dom, an outstanding hitter. Watch this young man come up through Little League and just comes from a great family. Love his brother Max. Great mom, great dad, sister. The 1-2 pitch coming to Dominic Leone. Strike 3, 1 out. And Jack Malatino will step in. 4th strikeout of the night for Keyday. And Keyday would love nothing more than to keep striking people out.
Back to the top of the order for the Hawks. We have number 1, Jack Malatino.
So Malatino was one of those 4 strikeout victims in the top of the 1st. Curveballs outside for ball 1. I apologize. I'm flying solo tonight, so I can't see all the comments. Squares the bunt, and strike 1. Hey, Kelly, how are you? Kelly Doty watching tonight. Oh, our pleasure, Kelly. Our pleasure, really. 1 and 2. Thanks for letting Brock come do that interview on Easter. That was awesome. Gave an awesome interview. It was great to have him. Great to have Brock back. The 1-2 is a chopper foul. This is going to be a good one tonight between these two. One ball and 2 strikes. Malatino's a fighter, as we told you back in the top of the 1st. 50% of the time, this guy gets on base. Looks at strike 3 there, though. And that's 2 outs here. And Luke Campbell steps in. Luke popped out to the center fielder, lined out to the center fielder his first time up. So 2 outs here in the top of the 3rd. And one of the things that Brock alluded to in his Easter interview was right now, it wasn't the case the other night in their game, but against strike 1, against some of the tougher pitchers, Brock was a little concerned with the way the Hawks are swinging the bats here. And slow start tonight for those Viera bats here as Campbell looks at strike 1, strike 2. And Keyday is in a groove. He has now struck out 4 of the past 5. The 0-2 to Campbell. Strikes out the side. 1, 2, 3. That'll end the top of the 3rd. No score. I'd like to thank Black Rock Engineering and Technology for all of their support of Brevard Sports Network and for the best in engineering and cybersecurity. Black Rock Engineering and Technology, blackengtech.com for more information. All right, heart of the lineup coming up for the Merritt Island Mustangs here, as the bottom of the order did their job in the last half inning. It's time for the heart of the order to step up. It'll be Dean Hanselman, Jacob Leffler, and Nick Wimberly to face Dylan Jordan here. And I'm telling you right now, it's getting cooler. Temperatures drop by at least 15 degrees. You know what? That'll drive me crazy. Let me fix the score. Sorry about that. Now we're right. 1-0. Merritt Island on top. As Hanselman steps in. Hanselman singled his last time up. And he looks at ball one from Dylan Jordan. And the umpires in the stands for the Viera Hawks didn't like the call. Well, let's just say I concur. 1-0. There's a chopper again. And again, Hanselman, for the second time in the game, has hit a he goes to second. And the hustle, Hanselman with a double. I looked down to give him a single, and he kept on running. Hanselman in with a double. Nice job by Dean. So Jake Leffler steps in. He sacrificed his last time up and grounding out to Adriel Torres. Dean Hanselman with the same kind of hit that time that he got last time to get on. They'll look like two-line drives at the end of the year, but he's standing on second with a single and a double in this one. A hustle double. Hanselman with a pretty good lead, too. And Jordan turns and throws back the second, and back safely was Hanselman. That was a good play. Fano Cruz had me fooled because he came running in screaming, and I kept my eyes on him, and Jordan turned and threw to second. That's why I need a cameraman. The pitch. Nice bunt. It'll go foul, though. And Dylan Jordan takes a collective sigh of relief there. Oh, and 1. Back safely. Did I not fix it? Did the score not fix itself? I was just looking at the comments. Michael Baumgartner said I got the score backwards. Okay, it must have come after. Yeah, okay. So 0 and 1 to Leffler. 1 on, none out. Pitch. Sosa fakes the throw. Got all kind of stuff going on here. So 1-1 on what has turned out to be a nice night now with the temperature. He turns the square to bunt, pulls it back, and it's 2-1. Tell you what, you just gotta like, you know, and I know I sound like I'm beating a dead horse when I say this, and I don't mean to offend anybody with PETA, but you know, you just gotta like the way the Mustangs work these counts. 2-1. Popped up and out of play. 2-2 now. West Monroe, Camden Wicker. Granddad attended this game 1 year. Okay. Outstanding. Good to have you here tonight. Good to have everybody with us tonight. A lot of people watching. 2 balls and 2 strikes. Nobody out here. And Jordan steps off and Sosa heads out here. 2-2. Squares the bunt, popped up, and it should be an easy play, and it is, and Jordan hauls it in. That's a wasted out there for Merritt Island, 1 out. Nick Wimberly steps in, struck out looking his first time up.
Mustangs is number 6, Nick Wimberly.
I like the idea of trying to lay a bunt down with 2 strikes, but you just got to get it down if you're bunting with 2. And I'm not telling Jake Leffler anything he doesn't know. So Wimberly now with an RBI opportunity. I suspect we'll see Nick at some point tonight on the bump. Good 1-2 combination with Key Day. And there's a shot. Will it stay fair? No. Tails foul. Tails foul as Wimberly trying to take that the other way. Good idea. Good stroke there. Had that ball hit fair and hooked right, Wimberly might be running for days. Definitely would have scored Dean Hanselman from second. The 0-1 to Wimberly. That's oof. Oof. Jordan's asking if that was up. I think everybody's asking where that one was. One and one. And high and tight. Ball 2, 2-1. Look, I get myself in trouble sometimes, and I get it with the umpires and the referees and officials. I mean, 2-1 inside, and I talk to them, and we work it out, and we work through it. But I got to know where this is missing. Some of these pitches are missing, and I think it's a fair question. 3-1. 3-2. I mean, Jordan's contention there is going to be, my pitch 2 pitches ago was right there. It was a ball, and now it's a strike. 3-2. And nice piece of, or at least nice job swinging the bat there by Wimberly. And I don't mean any, disrespect. And I'll apologize all day, but just doing my job. 3-2 now. To Nick Wimberly. And there's a slow ground ball, foul. And Wimberly staying alive here, doing his best John Travolta impression. 3-2 to Nick. Oh, is that one foul? Nick's battling. And again, this just goes back to what we were saying before. How they protect, they take pitches. Seeing a perfect example of it here. Now, even if Wimberly strikes out, he's running the pitch count up on Dylan Jordan. The 3-2 coming. And he doesn't. That's hit to the shortstop. Torres up and over to first. And the runner will advance to third, but 2 outs are now in the inning as Marion James Williams steps in. As Williams grounded out to the third baseman his last time out. Up. I want to say hello to Gary Ward. BSN all over the place. That's right. We got 2 lacrosse games going tonight. 2 championship lacrosse games. 2A8 between Viera and Vero. And 1A7 between Holy Trinity and Cocoa Beach taking place tonight. So welcome as Coach Danny Widener talking to the senior Marion James Williams. See what happens here. Jordan a righty, James a left-hander, fast. He's quick first step out of that box. It'll be interesting to see if he tries to lay one down here and maybe get the run home. We've seen Danny do it before, bunt with 2 outs in an inning with a runner at third and score. He won a game doing it against O'Galley last year. Here's the pitch, outside 1-0. Asher Anderson is on deck. Outside, ball 2, 2-0. So both those pitches definitely balls. 2-0. Outside, ball 3. Marion James Williams, the 3-0. That'll be a strike. 3-1. Coming up tomorrow on Brevard Sports Network, it's Cape Coast Conference Championship Track and Field. 3-1. Ball 4. First and third, 2 outs for Asher Anderson, who struck out his last time up.
Next batter for the Mustangs, number 22, Asher Anderson.
Look at that weather there, huh? Pretty low wall cloud there, huh? Wind blowing straight out to right center. Jordan takes a peek over at Williams, and he'll go that way and back in time. Strike 1. 0-1. Mark Coakley on deck. Mark singled his last time up. Just itching to get at the plate with the bases loaded. When it's hit hard to the third baseman, he's got to hurry. What? Got him. What a play by Fano Cruz. I'll tell you what, the throw was rushed, and Cruz, and they're going to go, and they're going to talk this over here because he was off the base, and he's going to check with the home plate umpire, and this is going to stand. This is going to be reversed. And I hope they get this right because his foot was clearly off the base. His foot was off the base. The home plate umpire, safe. And they do. They talk it over, and they get the call right. And now Brock Doty is gonna have a conversation. And that's going to be an infield hit for Asher Anderson. And that's a good job. I've been critical of the strike zone tonight, but that's a great job by the umpires to converse, to talk, and to get the call right. Ultimately, in the end, that's all you want, and they got it right. And Hanselman scores, and it's 2-0. And I think, listen, and Dan Widener just simply asked the home plate umpire if he saw it. He said he did. He asked the second base umpire to double check. He did. And it's 2-0. And here comes the rain. Nice job, again, by the umpires to do that. And this is going to bring up Mark Coakley with runners at first and second here. I can't believe the lightning horn hasn't gone off yet. Carmen Higgins asking where the replay is. You must be new to BSN. Coakley. Jordan steps off here. Now, I'm running solo tonight. I don't have any of that equipment working tonight, so my apologies there. Trust me, his foot was off the bag. Pitch outside, ball one. Big lead at first. But the lead runner is Amarion James Williams at second. Coakley steps out. A base hit will score him. No doubt about that. Low for a ball. We're actually getting into technology this fall for football that will enable us to do instant replay. I've been toying around with it all spring, and I'll play with it this summer. Going to test it on Little League Baseball. 2-0. And there's a chopper to the second baseman. Up. He lobbed that one. And that is the third and final out, but not before. Merritt Island Mustangs work the count, get a couple of hits, and score another run. We head to the top of the fourth, and it's 2-0. All right, we're back a little early here, and not to turn down for what, but we're going to talk to Merritt Island Mustang head volleyball coach Angie Patrick. We got a little project going on here at Merritt Island. And, Coach, first of all, it's good to see you in the spring. How's spring volleyball going for you?
It's going well. Yeah, we're having fun and playing outside and enjoying it, having a good time.
I'm going to put you on the spot. We going to be playing for a state championship this year, or can we get close?
We talking volleyball or baseball?
Volleyball.
We will see. We're definitely shooting for it.
All right, on the screen right now, you see a ton for $100. Now, what is this all about? Tell everybody about this project.
We have a big sandbox we need right now. We're looking at putting courts out on campus. Right now our focus, we've refocused because of the expense on 3 courts right now. So we've got enough to cover 2, but we got to get 3 courts so we can host some matches. So we're, really thankful for all the families and community members that have pitched in here and there, and a couple big business sponsors. But, we're probably about $35,000 away from breaking ground.
Okay, so what that means is we need your help, folks. There are a lot of you. There's a lot of you watching. So, Coach and Alex Sosa with a shot. deep to right. Track walk goes off the wall, and Sosa around first, and he will step on second, and he's pumped up about a leadoff double for Viera. All right, how far are we away? You said 30?
35 approximately, yeah.
Okay. But it can't hurt to get 40 because I'm sure there's going to be costs. So, listen, come on, help us out. Help us get across the finish line with this, Coach. People, let's go. Now, how can they help?
We have a website or a Facebook for beach volleyball. They can check out. It's got all the information on there. I think you have it up on the screen too, the contact information. Worst case scenario, email me at Merritt Island High School, and I can get them with our Booster Club. Our Booster Club is running the operation and doing a great job. So, yeah, we would appreciate any and all help that we can get.
Yeah, I'll tell you what, beach volleyball is one of the fastest, if not the fastest growing sport. Volleyball in general in college, and, of course, you've seen the boom around here with the clubs and high school, and you know our coverage here as that's a strike somehow low and inside, but called a strike. So, Coach, how do you go from a volleyball coach to a baseball mom in the blink of an eye?
Literally. Oh, I love it. It's very easy. It's very fun. I'm enjoying it. Our Mustangs, our baseball team is awesome. They've just been a fun team to follow, and just excited for them.
All right, coming up here, again, the Lady Mustangs need your help to get these beach volleyball courts finished here. And that one gets away, and Sosa will take third. And, Coach, we had an interview about 2 months ago, I guess it was, where we talked about why these beach volleyball courts make so much sense to have on campus. First of all, campus security reasons, Coach, you know, for the girls to be able to come out and play on school. Security reasons. Why else is it important to get these courts built?
Security is huge for sure. We have to go off campus to Cocoa right now, to Travis Park, and that, you know, that's time, and that's also money and a safety concern, really. But also, you know, 7th period, we have a class, we have varsity sports where we could be out there every day training. Now we get once, maybe twice a week, we're able to train. So to ramp that up to every day, you know, and the girls have busy schedules. So just like indoor, it's great to start your practice and take care of it on campus, walk right out there. But the other thing too, like ROTC and football and track and soccer, all these other sports and clubs want to use the sand to train in too, to increase their athleticism.
So it's not just for volleyball. It's going to help everybody. You're starting to see these courts pop up everywhere. But here's the thing. You're talking about a team that's been 5 times to the state championship, 2 state champions, 1 state championship in the beach. If anybody deserves to have these courts, it's certainly right here at Merritt Island. And certainly Coach Bolton has done a terrific job. And those courts over at Satellite, there's a shot to the second baseman. That'll score the first Viera run of the game. As Sosa touches up, Lucas Clendenning with a sacrifice RBI, and it's 2-1. But I'm telling you that Coach Patrick, 780 winning percentage here at Merritt Island. She has certainly done her part. Her teams do their part for the community. So please do yours if you could and help them across the finish line to get these courts built. Coach, if there were one thing you wanted everybody to know about this program, your volleyball program, the importance of these courts, what would that one thing be?
Well, that's a hard question for one thing, but just pour into these girls. I mean, they've really worked hard. They've earned it. The sport in general for this county is huge, and you said it. Darren's got a huge complex out there that he's letting everybody use. He's so generous about it. But we need some more facilities. It is growing, and the girls are getting college scholarships. And it's I can't tell you how important it is. I know people hesitate because they don't really maybe know what beach volleyball is all about yet. But trust me, it's a great investment. Our community will be able to come out and watch them, and it's going to get some of these girls, you know, college scholarships. So it's huge. You know,
you see, many of you know the name Lexi Denenberg, right? I mean, she's at UCLA as Fenno Cruz throws a walk, and that'll bring up Adriel Torres. You know, Lexi Denenberg's out at UCLA on a beach scholarship. She's doing fantastic. She's traveling the world. Shay Henson is up at Stetson on a beach scholarship. Lauren Moeller, University of North Florida, on a beach scholarship. So these student athletes, these ladies, far more starting to get as many beach scholarships as they are indoor scholarships. And the more sand courts in this county, the better, the more opportunities for them to do that. Coach, thank you so much. This is a nail biter. I'll let you get back to watch.
Baseball's superstitious, and I moved my seat, so I need to go back.
Yeah, I was going to say, you go back there scoring runs. Coach, thank you so much.
You're welcome.
All right.
Go Mustangs.
Go Mustangs, she says. Coach Angie Patrick of the Merritt Island Mustangs. Always glad to talk to Coach Patrick. And again, while they converge at the mound, the information is on the screen there for how you can help finish up and get these 3 sand courts built here at Merritt Island High School. They would be right out in front of the school. So if you live in the community, you can drive by every day and see them. And certainly the Mustangs volleyball program has provided a lot of great memories for all of Brevard County over the last 20 years that Coach Patrick has been there, and even before that with Connie Denenberg. And so please help if you can, and anything can help. All right, so we're in a precarious predicament here. Coach Patrick came over, and all of a sudden, Viera starts scoring runs as Adriel Torres squares the bunt. There's 1 out here. 2-1. Alex Sosa doubled. Lucas Glendenning then sacrificed him in. And that's where we are here. So Fano Cruz is on first. Adriel Torres at the plate squares. And it's 1-1 here in the top of the 4th. Ugh. The pitch. They didn't pull the bat back. 1-2. One ball, 2 strikes, and 1 out here. Strike 3. 2 outs. And that'll bring up Ryan Lewis. Lewis walked his last time up and then was picked off over at first. Strike 1 to Ryan. And off. And the throw to second is not in time. And Fano Cruz with a stolen base. So Ryan Lewis now with a runner in scoring position in an 0-1 count. 2 outs. Two and one. We'll say hello to my good buddy Davin Widener. Get well, Davin, if you're watching still. The 2-1, strike 2. So there are 4 twos on the scoreboard. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs, 2-1. Merritt Island. What will the turn card pitch be from Key Day at a 2A? The pitch, strike 3, and at a 2A. Limits the damage. We head to the bottom of the 4th. 2-1. Merritt Island on top. All right, we got a new pitcher on the bump for the Viera Hawks. We go from Dylan Jordan to Camden Wicker, and when it comes to pitch speed, there ain't much of a drop-off, I can tell you that. As the Wolford commit steps on the hill and takes his warm-up tosses. This year, Wicker is 3-1 with a 1.54 ERA. He's a strikeout pitcher through and through. Wicker in 22 2/3 innings has given up 22 hits, 10 runs, 5 of them earned. He's got 37 strikeouts this year. He throws heat. Was watching him hit 92, 93 on the gun the other night. And for the Mustangs, it'll be Noah Knight, and then back to the top of the order with Ryland Diaz. He's an outstanding pitcher, and Wolford got a good one in Camden Wicker. Alex Sosa framed that up for a couple seconds, and I don't blame him, 1-0. So it'll be 9-1-2. Wick rocks, kicks, and fires. 2-0. For those of you that I don't want you to wear your fingers out typing about the scoreboard, I'll get it fixed, don't worry. I don't change it until between innings. I'm flying solo tonight. I don't have a cameraman, a producer, so I'm kind of doing it all. So I'll change the score between innings. 3 balls and no strikes to Noah Knight. That's 4 straight. And Noah Knight draws a leadoff walk, and we're back to the top of the order. Ryland Diaz tonight struck out and singled. And again, I'll reiterate, this is what the Mustangs do. And that is one heck of a lead at first base by Noah Knight. Wicker takes a peek over. The pitch, strike one from Cam. Man, I tell you, I don't know where these storms are, but they must be all around us. Sosa fakes the throw, 1-1. God is certainly on our baseball side tonight. God is definitely a baseball fan to keep these storms out. 1-1 to Ryland Diaz. Wicker rocks and fires, and there's a ground ball to the second baseman over to Torres for 1, and that's all they'll get. Nice play by Dom Leone to get the lead runner, Noah Knight. And Diaz reaches on a fielder's choice, and that'll bring up Tyler Mully. Well, Mully with a single and a ground out back to the pitcher. That'll be a strike. One and one. 1 ball, 1 strike, 1 out here. You get the whole bench. That a boy. The 1-1 popped up, and he was running on the play. And it's 1-2 as that one bounces on the sidewalk right here in the fan section. All that's at stake tonight is the Cape Coast Conference Championship. And it's a good honor to have. It really is. You want to win districts, of course you want to be regional champs, right? Because that means you're going to the Final Four. But that Cape Coast Conference Championship means something to these guys. You're the best in the county when you win that. 1-2. Two to 1. Bottom of the 4th here. Pitch. That ball is hit into right field and tracked and caught nicely by Ryan Lewis for out number 2 here. And that'll bring up Dean Hanselman. Hanselman tonight with 2 singles. And both of them have been chops over the third baseman's head. So Wicker, after issuing a 4-pitch walk to the number 9 hitter, Noah Knight, has bounced back quite nicely to get the lead runner, Dom Leone, with quite a lead. And Leone's quick. If he has an opportunity to go, he will. That's a good get back by Dom and a good throw over by Camden Wicker, the Wolford commit. High. 1-0. Hanselman with a hustle double his last time up. Again on that chopper into left field. Just bounced over the first baseman's head, and great play by Dean. Popped up, and that could be playable. Trouble playable. Cruz has got to hustle and nearly got there, but the wind kept pushing it. And Dean will get to swing again here. One ball and 1 strike, 2 outs. Remember, $100 equals a ton of sand. Be sure to help out if you can. The Merritt Island volleyball program looking to complete those courts. I am not sure what any of that was about. One and one. Two and one. In the dirt, and Sosa with a good block. And it's 3 and 1. The on-deck hitter is Jake Leffler. Leffler's been itching to get back in the box since he popped out on a 2-strike bunt. The 3-1 coming to Hanselman. And down to second base, but it's ball 4. And now first and second with 2 outs here for Jake Leffler. And Merritt Island's done damage with 2 outs tonight. They scored a run with 2 outs.
Next up for the Mustangs, number 15, Jake Leffler.
Leffler tonight popped out to the pitcher and sacrificed ground out. Dom Leone at second. Hanselman at first. Second walk of the inning for Wicker. Low. Ball 1. There's a ground ball, shot foul down the third base line, and the count moves to a ball and a strike. Coach Brock Doty moving his fielders accordingly. Wicker looks in to get the signs. The Wolford commit from the NC State commit. The 1-1 to Leffler. That ball is hit. That's going to drop. And the Merritt Island Mustangs will score another run with 2 outs and a great piece of hitting by Jacob Leffler. And it's 3-1. Ryland Diaz scores. I said Leone at second. And around the third base goes Hanselman and Jake Leffler at first. First and third with 2 outs, and the Hawks are up, or the Mustangs are up 3-1. It's the second time Merritt Island has cashed in with 2 outs in this one. So it's 3-1. And the batter is Nick Wimberly. Great piece of hitting by Leffler. High for a ball. One and oh to Nick. 1 run in, 2 on, 2 out. That one is hit, and that'll score another Merritt Island run. And around second on his way to third is Jake Leffler as Nick Wimberly goes the other way and makes it 4-1. Merritt Island.
Next up for the Mustangs will be number 3, Marion James Williams.
So Marion James Williams steps in. I'll tell you what, 2 runs with 2 outs here. Money ball. Going the other way, dropping in soft liners. Sacrificing runners, taking walks. It wins baseball games. It might not be pretty, or it might not be what you want to see if you're, a paying customer, but it wins baseball games. As Marion James Williams steps in, 4-1. And James Williams is on it, fouls it off. 1-1. can't, and again, there's still a lot of baseball to play here tonight, but I can't tell you how many text messages we got and emails we got when we did the rankings and had Merritt Island on top. And again, it's still the fourth inning, so Viera could very well come back and win. But my point is these are the best two baseball teams in Brevard County coming into this one. 1-1. That's a strike. 1-2. I'm not sure. I don't think Marion James was ready for that, but he dropped in there, and it's 1-2 now with 2 outs. Bottom of the fourth, 4-1. 2 runs on 3 hits this inning. The pitch, and it's fouled back, and staying alive is James Williams. I hit a car. Sure did. Hope I'm over here. 1-2. 1-2. Oh, I remember that. And 2 outs here. Nice pitch. Nice pitch to end the inning. But the Merritt Island Mustangs scored not 1, but 2 more times with 2 outs in the inning. We head to the top of the 5th. They get 3 outs here, and any weather moves in, it becomes a game. It's 4-1 Mustang.
Hello, Space Coast. Alan Slaughter-Zinski for the Brevard Sports Network. I just wanted to take this opportunity to thank all of you for your support of BSN and allowing us to cover your student athletes and come into your home each and every night. Give us a follow on Facebook at Brevard Sports Network, and here's to many more years of top-notch sports coverage right here in Brevard County. Thanks again.
It'll be Cam Simpkins, Dom Leone, and Jack Malatino for the Hawks here in the top of the 5th. And again, they get 3 outs here. It's an official game. And regardless of whether weather moves in or not, you want to see them play 7, that's for sure. But you at least want to see the official game get in because you would hate to do it all over. Good, buddy. Good to see you, man. Did you go back and watch that video? Did you go back and watch the video of the ceremony?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, good. Good. Turned out really nice. I'll see you Saturday, too. Coming up Saturday at Holy Trinity is baseball for the St. Jude's Children's Hospital benefit. Coach Kelsey, of course, relatives with the Kelsey brothers, and they've got tons of memorabilia signed and being auctioned off, and all proceeds will go. And there's a base hit, a leadoff base hit, and Viera's in business here as Cam Simpkins gets on, and that'll bring up Dom Leone. 4-1 with Leone stepping in.
And with runners on first, that'll bring to
So Dom Leone tonight has singled and struck, has struck out. I had him playing for Merritt Island last half inning. And there's a ground ball to the second baseman, up and over to first to get the shore out. Down to second base goes Simpkins. And that'll bring up the leadoff hitter, Jack Malatino. Malatino tonight has struck out swinging and struck out looking. All right, 4-1 here in the top of the fifth. One out. Malatino squares the bunt and pulls it back, but it's a called strike. 0-1. Fouls it off of catcher's glove, and Kide Atatue is one strike away from sitting Malatino down 3 times in this one. The on-deck hitter is Luke Campbell. So Kide comes to a set, kicks and fires a curveball. That's a beaut, Clark. Strike 3 called. 2 outs. 9 strikeouts for Kide. And Luke Campbell, 0 for 2, flied out to the center fielder and struck out his last time up. And Kide starts him off with a foul tip, strike 1. Runner on second with 2 outs. And this is where Merritt Island got busy last half inning. See if the Hawks can match it here. Curveball misses somehow. 1-1. Inside, ball 2. The 2-1 to Campbell. And that's a base hit up the middle and around third are being held. And nice job by the center fielder, Noah Knight, to rush in. And Brock Doty was forced to hold the runner at third. And now it's first and third with 2 outs. And coming to the plate is going to be the guy you wanted to plate, and Alex Sosa, who doubled off the wall his last time. And they may put Sosa on here. But it's the lesser of 2 evils. Who do you pitch to? Do you pitch to Sosa or do you pitch to Glendening? I'd rather have the force, and I'd rather pitch to Glendening. And that's no disrespect to Lucas, but Alex just hit a double. So we're going to see what happens here. Lucas is going to Indian River State College. He's batting .480 or .460. Alex batting .475 going to NC State, and he just drove one off the wall. So pick your evil here, but I think you load the bases. We'll see. You got to force it second. 2 outs. I don't know. And that's exactly what they're discussing. What do we do here, guys? What do you want to do? So home plate umpire goes out, breaks up the meeting. So we're about to find out. If you walk him, then the tying runs at third. And they're going to pitch to him. All right, here we go. And I think we'll see where we get in the count here. If Kide falls behind, they may just put him on. See if Kide can get ahead. It's a lefty-lefty matchup, and the curveball misses. So they're not going to hold Luke Campbell at all. They're going to guard, not necessarily the line, but protect Kide's 1-0. Outside 2-0, and they just may not be giving him anything to hit either. So, I mean, certainly if anybody in this county can tie this thing up with one swing of the bat, it's the guy at the plate and the guy on deck to pitch outside 3-0. And there you go right there. I mean, just nothing for Alex to hit. And so that's the unintentional walk there. And that'll load the bases. And that'll bring up Lucas Glendenning with the bases juiced. And 2 outs here. Lucas Glendenning in this one with a base hit. One for 2 tonight. Everywhere you look is a Hawk. 2 outs. Can the Hawks do 2-out damage? Kide's first pitch offering missed, but I don't know where. 1-0. No place to put Lucas. The 1-0. And that one is lifted into right field. Will he get down? No! What a catch out there by the freshman, Asher Anderson. Comes on and ends the inning. The Hawks leave the bases loaded. We go to the bottom of the 5th. 4-1, Merritt Island. The freshman with the big defensive play. He's also got a big hit tonight. And the Mustangs maintain their 3-run lead heading into the bottom of inning number 5. And it'll be Asher Anderson to lead it all. So let's see if a great play defensively can translate into a big hit offensively. We see it time and time again. Flash the leather and get a big hit. And Asher Anderson certainly flashed that leather getting to that one. And now the rain starts to come a little bit. And, well, that's okay now if you're Merritt Island because it's an official game. As Camden Wicker to face Asher Anderson, Mark Coakley, and Noah Knight here. Pitch, strike one. Beautiful pitch from Cam Wicker. The 0-1 to Asher. Strike two. The 0-2 to Asher. Strike three. Blew a fastball by him. 1 out. As Mark Coakley steps in. Coakley grounded out the second and singled and scored tonight. Swung on and missed Jeremy Baumgartner. Unless Asher reclassified, he's a sophomore. How about just saying he's a sophomore? 4-1 is our score. I don't get it. My apologies. I made a mistake. 4-1, Merritt Island. Swung on and missed. Strike three. And 2 outs in the inning as Noah Knight steps up. Words have meaning. So that's 2 up, 2 down via the K. And that'll bring up Noah Knight again. And that's a strike. And Cam Wicker has found the zone. Low and outside. 1-1. And foul back to the screen, and Wicker working fast. Wicker working fast. Say that 3 times. Wicker working fast. 1-2 now, 2 outs. And the quick inning would work to the benefit of the Mustangs if indeed he gets the strikeout. I'm not sure what happened there, but it stays. 2-2, so 2 balls, 2 strikes, and 2 outs. Strike 3, and Wicker strikes out the side, and we head to the top of the 6th. 4-1, Merritt Island. Zone 6, one of our great sponsors for great 7-on-7 competition. And the big lineman challenge coming up April the 22nd. Visit zone6reapers.com. And Kide Atatui starts Fano Cruz off with a strike. 0-1. Top of the 6th here. Viera running out of outs. Swung on and missed, and a bad swing and a cut there for Fano. You don't generally see that. He's a good hitter and generally doesn't go after bad pitches. But it's 0-2. And there's a chopper to the second baseman. Nice play. And he got him. And it's 1 out. Nick Wimberly. As Adriel Torres will step in. Adriel tonight has struck out twice. 4-1. Merritt Island on top. Top of the 6th here. Ball 1. Outside, ball 2. That's a strike inside corner at the knees. 2-1. Kide in a rhythm here, working quickly anyway. High, 3-1. Kide looking for double-digit strikeouts tonight. 3-1, 3-2 now. Strike 3. And for the third time tonight, he sits down Adriel Torres, and that is strikeout number 10 as Ryan Lewis steps in. Lewis tonight struck out, and see if I can read my own writing here. And he was picked off after walking back in the second. So Atatue to Ryan Lewis. The two-out offering is strike 1. Be interesting to see what Danny Widener does in the 7th inning, whether he sticks with Kide, I don't have pitch count, or whether he goes to Nick Wimberly or someone else. 1-1 with 2 outs here. On deck hitter is Cam Simpkins. Outside, 2-1. This for the Cape Coast Conference Championship. I don't know. I can't remember who won it last year. I'm pretty sure it was Viera. No, I think it was Melbourne. Melbourne that won it last year. I think Melbourne beat Rockledge last year for it. The 2-1 popped up and out of play. So 2 balls, 2 strikes, and 2 outs. Pitch count is 104. My man, Billy Martin, thank you. Got the opportunity to meet Billy the other night. Just a great guy. Thanks, Mr. Martin. I appreciate it. The pitch, and it's 3-2. I usually track that, and I just don't have it. Just being by myself tonight. Haven't had a chance to track the balls and the strikes. I've had to rely on the scoreboard. I don't like doing that, but can't do it all. 3-2. Strike 3, and Kide pumps the glove. 3 up, 3 down. We go to the bottom of the 6th, and the Mustangs lead it 4-1. All right, Kide out of 2A will end the night at 106 pitches. And what a fine job he did tonight with 10 strikeouts, 1 run, 4 hits, 5 hits, I believe. I have to count the walks up. I have to just double count. But heck of a job by Kide tonight. Back to the top of the lineup for Merritt Island and Rylan Diaz. Rylan tonight has scored, singled, and struck out. Walked, singled, and struck out. He scored a run. Here comes Brock Doty. We got. So coming in is Cole Smith for Dominic Leone at second base. Rylan Diaz. First pitch from Wicker to Rylan is a strike, 0-1. Low, 1-1. One in the third, or one in the second, one in the third, and 2 in the fourth. 3 of the 4 have come with 2 outs, and that's a ground ball off the glove of the third baseman, Cam Simpkins. That was going in the hole, and he dove, and it went off his glove. So that's a base hit for Rylan. It's a tough play. Tyler Mully steps in. Mully tonight flied out to the right fielder. Grounded out to the pitcher and singled. Mully shows bunt. Pulls it back. Oh, what a play. Simpkins for 1 over to first. Scoop does not get him. But I tell you what, the third baseman, Cam Simpkins, was coming in on the square on the bunt. Mully pulled the bat back and slapped it right at him. And in doing so, right into his glove. And Simpkins didn't hesitate and turned and went to second for 1. Couldn't turn the double, but a great play to get the lead runner there. Man, I tell you, no time to think, just react. And Simpkins did that as Dean Hanselman steps in. One and 0 to Hanselman, who has scored 2 of the 3 runs. He's got a single, a hustle double, and I believe a walk. Two and 0. That's a strike. 2 balls and 1 strike now. The information to register for the Marcus May Foundation Golf outing is on the bottom of the screen, mayfoundationgolf.com. 2 balls, 1 strike, 1 out. Off and running. The throw from Sosa down the second got him. See, do we have a call? All right, guess he's safe. We didn't get a call. Tyler Mully steals second. And it's 2-1, I think. 2-2, 3-1, sorry, 3-1. So the stolen base by Mully. Hanselman now with an opportunity to add insurance here. 4-1, Merritt Island on top. And there's a ground ball foul. And it's 3-2. The on-deck hitter is Jacob Leffler, and Jacob with a big hit his last time up. Simpkins comes to a set, the 3-2. And that's a base hit into left, around third, and on his way to score. The fifth Viera run is Tyler Mully. And a great piece of hitting again by Hanselman, who has his third hit of the night. And it's 5-1 Viera, or Merritt Island. Viera now down by 4 here. And Merritt Island adding insurance. And the heart of the lineup is up. Clutch hitting all night for the Mustangs. 4-1. Jacob Leffler at first. I'll update the scoreboard between innings. Dean Hanselman with a night. 3 hits in the game. Bounces in the dirt. Alex Sosa with a nice save. Nick Wimberly's on deck, and Nick had a huge hit his last time up. Seems like as you go through this Merritt Island lineup, you mention this name or that name, and they've done something big at a particular time in these games to have contributed to a win, and that's playing as a team. 2-0. Wicker to Leffler. The pitch. And another shot. This to Torres. Flips to second for 1. Over to first. Double play. The 6-4-3 double play ends the inning. The Viera Hawks are down to their final 3 outs here in the Cape Coast Conference Championship. 5-1 after they pick up 1 more. All right, we got a new pitcher on the bump tonight. It's Shane Patrick coming in. I don't have any numbers on Shane, but he needs 3 outs. And the Merritt Island Mustangs are Cape Coast Conference champions. As Shane Patrick, yes, indeed, that is the son of Angie Patrick. We spoke earlier to Coach Patrick about getting these sand courts completed, and give me the reminder here with Shane on the bump. If you'd like to help, there's the information on the screen there to do so. And here we go for the Viera Hawks, their final 3 outs. If they can't score 4 to tie it up, it'll be Cam Simpkins, Cole Smith, and Jack Malatino here. So Cam Simpkins steps in with Shane Patrick. His first pitch offering is a beaut. Strike one. Patrick, 6'1", 180-pound sophomore. And that ball is lifted. That's going to drop. And a leadoff single for Cam Simpkins. As Cole Smith will step in and bat for Dom Leone. Or Encarnacion says Viera loves to score runs under pressure. Yes, they do. However, it's been hit or miss this season in doing so. They left the bases loaded earlier in this game and runners at first and third in another inning. Outside for a ball, 1-0. Sophomore coming on here to try to get the save. Strike, 1-1. Shane can chuck it. I watched him come up through Little League Baseball too, and Shane can chuck it. And Coach Widener has no qualms whatsoever with playing these players, freshman, sophomore. If you can play, you're going to play, and Shane can throw. The 1-1 steps off as Smith steps out. The runner at first is Cam Simpkins. He's not going to hurt you, so I wouldn't be playing tag with him, and it's 2-1. Shane likes to work quick. As you see him kind of stick his glove up and ask for the ball back quickly from his catcher, Tyler Mully. 2-1 to Cole Smith. That one on the roof of the school, 2-2. I don't think you're going to get that one. I think that one on the roof. Yeah, 2-2. Strike three, 1 out. And we're back to the top of the order with Jack Malatino. Malatino, not the night Jack wanted for the Cape Coast Conference Championship game. Struck out swinging and looking twice. Strike one. Shane chucking BBs here. And there's a ground ball to the second baseman, second for one, and that's all they'll get. But they got the lead runner, and that's the second out. Luke Campbell, the final hope for the Viera Hawks. And you can hear the crowd behind me. They'll go nuts if they can get this third out here. (5-1). Popped up, playable, but out of play as the wind got a hold of it and blew it out. Strike one to Luke Campbell. Huh? Did it go on the roof? Oh, was it? I thought for. Oh, yeah, okay. No, I don't blame you. 2 strikes to Luke. The pitch. Did he go? He did not. I don't know what the count is here. Now it's 2 strikes. So 0-2 to Campbell. Here's the pitch. And low and outside, 1-2 now. So the Hawks are down to their final strike. And all the Mustangs need is one more. And they're the Cape Coast Conference champions. Patrick to a set. He rocks. He kicks. And that one is lined into left field. So there's hope for Viera as they try to do the impossible with 2 outs here. A base hit for Luke Campbell. And that'll bring up Alex Sosa. The Sosa is the 4th run. Lucas Glendenning is the tying run. 2 outs here. And you got to come to him because you can't put the tying run at the plate with the wind blowing out and being the number 4 hitter. The sophomore to the senior, one of the best hitters in the county. The pitch. Strike 1 on the outside corner. And I think you got to get Sosa to chase here. You can't leave anything out over the plate or Alex will plant it somewhere over the black mesh fence. 0-1 to Alex. Shane comes to a set. He kicks. He fires. Strike 2. Now Alex has got to protect, and he's asking. And it's 0-2 to Alex. 5-1, Merritt Island on top. Can Patrick get the power hitting catcher? We're about to find out. The 0-2. And Sosa gets a piece. And the count remains 0-2. Nothing and 2 here. The drama. Can you feel it? Outside, 1-2. Right over there by the concession stand area is Ron Patrick and Angie Patrick as they watch Shane Patrick, their son, try to lock down the Cape Coast Conference Championship. And now we're deuces wild here. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Alex Sosa won't chase. Patrick's got to come with a strike, and Alex will be ready for it. The turn card pitch. Will it be a championship pitch? Strike 3! He got him! And the Merritt Island Mustangs are your 2023 Cape Coast Conference champions. As Shane Patrick strikes out Alex Sosa to end the game. And that'll do it from Clint Hurdle Field. Your final score, the Merritt Island Mustangs 5, the Viera Hawks 1. Your player of the game tonight, it's got to be Dean Hanselman. Dean Hanselman with 3 hits and 2 runs scored as the 2 teams will shake hands at midfield. So that'll wrap it up. We'll do an interview with our player of the game and head coach Danny Widener. Once again, your final score tonight, the Merritt Island Mustangs, who we had ranked as our top team in Brevard County, will stay there as they defeat our number 2 ranked team in Brevard County, the Viera Hawks. Your final score, Merritt Island 5, Viera 1. Congratulations to the Mustangs. They are your 2023 Cape Coast Conference champions. Have a great night, everybody, and make it a sports night.